Why do guys sleep with a bunch of girls, but shame girls when they sleep with a bunch of guys? What up, y'all?
Josh and Isi here once again with another quality video. You scratched my arm.
I knew you weren't gonna let it slide. I'm sorry.
You scratched me, man.
As you guys can tell by today's title, we are bringing back a part 2 to Why Do Guys ... I went on my Instagram story yesterday asking the ladies to go ahead and send in those questions you be wanting to really know about guys.
Oh, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
We're gonna go ahead and see how this turns out. We did this a while ago and it went very well.
It did. Y'all really liked it and y'all asked for a part 2, so I know it's kind of delayed.
Yeah, it's really delayed. But we were like, what's the things they really like? So we brought this for you guys.
If you're new to the channel, go ahead. There's a little button down there that looks like this. A little thumbs up button. Go ahead and hit that real quick. Stay tuned. Watch the video. If you like what you see, there's also a subscribe button. If you really like us, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And we post very consistently. So if you hit that notification bell, you'll be notified every time we post. And we post often.
All right, well, let's hop into this then. We're gonna hit them hard with this one. Since we made them wait so long, we're gonna give them the tea in this one.
Yikes. Okay.
Why do guys feel as though they are entitled to punani just because they show attention?
They have been confused by the internet. Movies, the internet, beep sites,
music videos.
It make it seem like
Punani's just that accessible.
Yeah, it makes it seem like punani's just like, oh, all I gotta do is say the right 2 sentences and then she's just gonna jump all over top of me and then we're gonna have, you know, like this whole
punani fest.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like guys are just kind of messed up, and a lot of guys do the wrong thing, and they like hype themselves up and make themselves seem like when they got some from like another female, it was way easier than what it was. Like a guy is like normally like, oh yeah, there was no problem, man. She was just going, you know what I'm saying? When really he said he loved her. He was texting her every day.
Met the mama and daddy.
Bought flowers. Like he really worked hard for it. But then like the dude who has no experience in that department hears this guy overhype himself, and then now he's just like, oh, all I gotta do is say like 2 things. It's easy. But that's not the case.
So it was just a couple guys that started that trend and messed up everyone.
Not to mention that we are in a misogynist state.
Yeah,
so men think that everything should be theirs for the taking because they're barbarian-like.
Ooh, this is the personal one. Why do guys say they want you but then be commenting on their ex's IG post?
Because they're not through with the rest of their old cake. They've eaten most of that old cake, but there's like 2 slices left on that plate. And they're like, well, dang, that's chocolate cake over there. I mean, I got my vanilla cake with the sprinkles over here, and that's really good cake. But I want to try some chocolate cake. And maybe if I feel like it, go back and try the vanilla cake.
So they want their cake and candy too, or cake. They want 2 cakes.
They want 2 cakes.
That's some real savagery.
Misogyny.
Why do guys, this is another personal one, flirt with you, tell you they have feelings for you, and then ghost you, and then act like we're friends?
Alright, so wait, they show interest.
Yep, flirt,
right?
Tell you they have feelings.
Tell you they have feelings.
Then ghost you.
Then
want to come back and be like, hey friend, what up, dog?
Alright, I feel like there was a step missing. Okay. I feel like there was a step in there that was missing. In between that, he has feelings. Did you give him something? Did you give him something? Because he said he flirted, showed interest, said he had feelings.
Right, then ghosted.
There's a part, you may not have said it, but I feel like there's a part you gave him something, and then he ghosted you. And here's what I'm telling you ladies, the goal is the cookie. Don't get that cookie away too early, because you gotta get yours.
What's them getting theirs? Like a commitment or something?
A commitment.
Okay.
You like don't just settle for a couple nice words.
Yeah.
A flower or 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't just settle. Your standards gotta be high and you gotta stick to your guns. Cause this is what happens every time. They know that all they have to do is say the right things. There's no commitment to words. There's no commitment to words.
There's not.
Men can literally throw the love word around like it's nothing because they think nothing of it. They'll literally be like, oh yeah, I love you.
I had a very interesting talk with one of my girlfriends this morning, and just the stories she told, the things that men say to get what they want is ridiculous.
The power of words.
They don't mean it.
If there's no actions to
it.
back these words, then everything that they say is invalid until further proven. Like, I said I love you, I've proven it over and over, time again. Hard times, good times. I put you first. Yeah. That's love, okay? I don't,
you gotta tell me.
I don't just say I love you and then like something happens, I'm like,
you stop talking to me for 3 days.
That's not my problem.
Yeah. Oh, that's so awful.
Actions and words have to be in sync. So why do guys do that? It's because they probably started out on a lie and you gave them what they want, so then they ghost you, and then they'll come back and like they'll get in your good graces just in case they want some more cookie.
Interesting.
It's a Jedi mind trick. It's a savage world out here.
Why do guys sleep with a bunch of girls but shame girls when they sleep with a bunch of guys? Misogyny?
Misogyny and patriarchy just stay. Like, it's just been an ongoing thing, and I feel like from young, even when I was young, it's always been pressed upon me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
if she does it, but guys, you get
the guy, like, yeah, you just get praised for it,
right?
And then girls just get shamed for it. Honestly, to each their own. I really feel like if you want to be active, go for it on both sides. There's this one expression that like blows me every time, but they say a key that can open every door is a great key.
Okay.
But a lock that can be opened by any key is a bad lock.
Interesting. You agree with it?
No.
Oh, you're just saying that's
like,
an awful
it's
saying.
Like it's a very awful analogy.
Yeah.
It's terrible, but you know what's wrong with society?
What?
Most men will say amen to that. Most men will be like, you know what? That's a good analogy. They'll be like, my door, if any key can open up that door, I don't feel secure. But if I have a key that can open up every door, I feel like the man.
That is awful.
The society we live in is just so trash. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but that's just how it is. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Why do guys not express themselves immediately when they're hurt? They prefer to keep silent.
Men don't like showing weakness, ever. We've been taught that from young too. Don't sit there and cry in front of people.
Right.
You suck them tears up, you keep moving. You don't show anybody your pain or else they'll expose you. Feelings and emotions are considered weakness in the male gender. Like if it was a group of men and some dude started crying, we're like, he's weak.
That's awful though.
It's awful. It's awful, but that's society.
But he can also turn around and like beat somebody's behind.
He could. And that's strength.
So it comes down to you don't want to feel weak. Y'all don't want to feel weak.
Yeah, men just don't want to feel weak. Like we've been born by society to be strong.
And crying or talking about your feelings and emotions is
those are powerful things. Those are like
vulnerability.
Yeah, it's like kinks in the armor.
Why do guys not realize what they have until it's gone? Can you answer that? I haven't left, so
I haven't gotten it, but there was times where you threatened to leave, and I feel like that's a good enough perspective as to like, I wouldn't say no, it scared me. I was like, oh, I don't really want to lose you. Most people take for granted a genuine person. Like, oh, they're so nice, they'll always be around. Like, they wouldn't get mad at me, they wouldn't leave me. And then they just take advantage of it until one day that nice person has had enough. And they're like, I'm over it. Then you're like, oh, okay, I'll be all right. Come to find out, you encounter a crappy person. Then you're like, well, she didn't do that. She didn't talk to me like that. She acting crazy. Then you start realizing like all the flaws that you find in the next person were pros that you didn't even really appreciate in the other person. Especially in a relationship, you kind of have to have a comparative base. Like
make you appreciate
it.
You didn't have any though.
I didn't have a comparative base, but I mean, I did have my fair share of like encounters with women and like how they act and operate. And I knew a lot of things that I could not stand for, or like a lot of things that I know would get on my nerves. And so when I came across you, I was like, wow, you're a quality person, because there was a base level for me to compare to. So some guys don't take time to really get to know women. So then like once they come across a good one, they're like, oh, she's doing things a little different. That's cool. He doesn't realize how good she is until he comes across another bad one.
Maybe even sometimes it's not even a matter of them being introduced to a different girl, but just like maybe they went through something that was kind of like emotionally traumatic or made them sad and they didn't have anybody to talk to.
Yeah.
But usually she was that emotional dump for him.
The one person you could vent to.
Yeah, be vulnerable with, and you're safe. Your feelings are safe. You realize when they're gone, you ain't got that outlet anymore.
You ain't got it.
Why do guys in the ain't-ish community think it's okay to keep track of who they score with? Gonna say misogyny.
I mean, I want to say this for all of this, but like, it's a really messed up boys club. It's when guys get to talk around guys. It's just a bunch of testosterone and like primitive talk.
But why is that dope to like the guy club for a guy to say, yeah, I've had like 70 to 100 bodies? Like, why is that cool?
Men are afraid to admit that they're not as promising in the beep department.
Okay.
Not every man has game.
Yeah.
Not every man can get women.
Okay.
And sometimes they're like, what's wrong with me? Why don't women find me attractive? Or like, why does dude over here seem to have no problem getting a woman? I have trouble finding one. So then they look to this man
as inspiration or something?
Kind of. And it's not like the best inspiration in the world, because like they don't realize he is breaking hearts in the midst of this. He is ruining,
sharing his energy,
sharing
with hundreds
energy.
Of bodies.
A lot of men really ain't ready to have that conversation. Guys think about it like they're cracking the women code. It's almost like breaking into a lock.
You just gave the lock analogy and then you're gonna use it again.
It is. Sadly enough, it's like that lock analogy holds true, because like men are like looking at women like, can I unlock her? Can I?
And if he does, then it's like a win.
Yeah, then it's like, okay, I know what I'm doing. Then they try and unlock another one. At one point, it becomes a sport because they like the chase. They like the thrill of like hunting.
I think you answered this one in the last one, but just for any newbies, why do guys stare like they like you but never make a move?
Oh, yeah, we did answer this one. Okay. I believe I said something along the lines of like either A, they're in a relationship and they're like debating on whether or not they're ready to risk it all for you, or B, they're just too nervous to say anything, so they'll just be happy with staring at beauty walk by.
Why do guys ghost instead of explaining themselves? Men
are lazy and men do not care.
It's so insensitive, honestly. If you think about somebody ghosting someone, it's really mean.
And I hate to make this such a general thing, because there are good men out there, ladies. Let's not let's not just assume that they're just like every man is terrible, but like more often than not, being an ain't-ish man is more common. And normally with that comes ain't-ish habits. Not caring about feelings, saying things just to get what you want, manipulating, lying, cheating. It's all a part of this weird sport that I think men just keep up and perpetuate.
Yeah.
They just pass it down like a nasty trait. In saying ghosting, it's just less work. They're like, I don't have to explain myself to you. You should kind of get the picture. I don't want to talk to you. You can fill in the blank.
But that's so, like, because I think about,
very
I guess I've kind of technically been ghosted before. And thankfully that wasn't like my boyfriend or anything like that. But I'm saying, usually if people are in the talking stage, you're getting to know each other. You're probably sharing some kind of like sensitive, vulnerable topics with each other. So to do that with a person and then just out of nowhere, they just ghost you, that's so mean.
Terrible, actually. Or they're scared. Like some guys, like, it's like your parents, you're just scared to get in trouble. You're scared of the backlash. I'd rather just ghost it instead of having to explain myself. Because like the explanation, if they were being honest, would be, I'm not feeling you. I'm really not that good of a guy. I just want to be beat. I got it. So at this point, we've come to a term.
Telling them the truth.
Would y'all want to hear that?
Actually, truly answer that below.
Please
if
answer that below.
If a guy really, that was his like explanation, would you want him to straight up tell you that's why he ghosted you, or would you just prefer the unknown?
Sometimes they think like, oh, she'll probably just think the best of me, like, oh, he's probably going through something.
The girls do give the benefit of the doubt.
And it does leave a lot of room open for them to come back into your life because they've ghosted you.
Yeah, with no explanation. Yeah, you're right.
It leaves a whole window of like opportunity for them to come back with another lie to get more beat and ghost you again. It's a sick game.
It is.
It's a sick game.
Wow, that was good, babe. Snap your fingers if you feel Josh on that one. I do. Why do guys try to act different around their boys?
When men are around men, it's a bunch of testosterone. It's like a pissing contest without even saying it.
Like who's the coolest?
Yeah, who's the coolest? Who's got something to say? Who's sizing me? Unless you're like with a group of guys that you're like comfortable with. Now, if it's like a group of guys that like you don't know, then yeah, it's definitely a pissing contest.
No, it's around their boys.
Okay, so around their boys, it's just a bunch of fun and jokes and like, but guys communicate way different than girls.
Yeah, you guys do.
Way different. Quickest answer, boys act different around boys because they're with boys and they want to impress the other boys. They want to be cool.
Okay.
It's a boys club.
Someone said, why do guys disturb our spirits on purpose knowing they are not ready for us? disturb the spirit.
Disturb your spirit. That's so deep.
That is so deep. They do though. They do.
They not trying to disturb your spirit. They trying to disturb something else.
Oh, okay. Why do guys always say I don't got a girl, but they got a girl? Like, what are they doing? That cake. They want that cake, man.
They want 2 cake.
They're a part of the boys club, but they're like infiltrating the system. And I call it the boys club because little boys.
Yeah, it is boy activity. Why do guys say, I don't know what you're talking about when you just explained what you're talking about? Exclamation point.
They need time. They're stalling.
They're strictly a stall phrase. What? What? You say it clear as day.
Yep.
Who's that on your phone? What? Negro, you heard me.
Why do guys not communicate when something is bothering them, then explode later?
Men are natural problem solvers. We don't necessarily want to delve into why we feel some type of way. We just kind of want to get to a solution. So like when little things bother us, we just kind of put it in that emotional jar, cap it, throw it to the back burners and be like, I'm not finna waste my breath on this. I'm just gonna eat it. We know what comes with us speaking up.
Josh.
We know. I know, but I'm good with it. Like I'm happy with it now because we've come to a point where our communication is A1 and like it doesn't necessarily turn into World War II because I just so happen to have feelings too. And sadly enough, sometimes this falls on y'all ladies too. Normally y'all think a man is supposed to be tough whole time, no feelings, just actions. And he does all the things that manly men do, right? But then it catches you off guard when he has feelings and then you snap back. So then it's like spanking the hand that did it as a child. So it's like I express my emotions, you snap on me, somehow I end up apologizing. Then like I get upset about something, you get upset because I got upset, now I end up apologizing. At some point, I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore.
We had this problem, y'all.
Yeah,
Josh has blown up on me before.
I don't want to do it anymore. And like you get to a point, that jar becomes full, and then on that day, you say to yourself, I got time. And then you snap. You just snap. Like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all this.
But you never yelled at me before.
I've never yelled, but she's seen me at my boiling point.
Yeah.
And I think one more day, and I would have yelled. I think one more day, and I would have just screamed like, thrown a cup across the room.
You didn't throw nothing over here before
It'd have been
me.
a styrofoam cup. You never want to punish a man for expressing his feelings. Because otherwise it's just like with parents. Like you guys have parents, especially those who have strict parents. You tell them something, they snap on you and punish you. After that, the communication's over. I'm not talking to you about anything. Because all you're going to do is judge and punish. That's it. I don't want to deal with it.
That makes sense. That is something I've had to work on, y'all. Obviously, he's speaking from experience.
Oh, yeah.
There has been times
yeah.
I want him to tell me what's wrong with him, why he got an attitude. He tells me, and then I get an attitude. Because I'm like, that's dumb. But
If the situation's flip, all I do is accept your emotions.
Yeah, you do.
I just accept everything. Even if I feel some type of way about it, I accept all of it. And then I apologize, like, yo, I don't know why you're feeling this way, but hey, I'm really sorry. Even if it's the most crazy thing in the world, I'll just be like, that's how she felt. I can't stop you from feeling the way you want to feel. But you shouldn't be able to stop me.
I'm working on it. This video's over. Thank you for your services. No, alright, in all seriousness, that is something like we've gone through in our relationship, and I would say it's still kind of a work in progress. I think I can do better at like allowing you to be more vocal without feeling like there might be a repercussion if you say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So I would say that is something I think a lot of us girls, because not only me, like my female friends, I know of their situation with their men or man and maybe going kind of ham too sometimes. So it's just something us girls do need to work on, but from a male's perspective, that's I guess why they end up blowing up after a while, because they eat it, and then they just can't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
So
not even to mention, like, we don't express our feelings with other men.
Yeah.
Because we think we'll show weakness. So then when we decide to come to you and you snap on us, now we're just all alone with our feelings. Like, I promise you, there's a lot of men out here with just emotional baggage waiting to blow up. Maybe that's why guys fight, or like maybe guys
Are
just
so
like
aggressive
and snap on people, because the anger is the only one that they address, and so all those emotions just get put in the anger box, and then when it comes time, it's go time. Just let you have everything that I've been holding on to.
interesting. Well, ladies, you've heard it here first. What do you guys think? Be sure to comment your thoughts below. Do you agree? Do you understand? Did it give you better perspective on
Is
things?
Josh crazy? Josh doesn't know what he's talking about.
If you guys would like to see more of these type of videos of kind of just getting honest opinion from a male perspective or my perspective, we can keep doing these because you guys really liked them during that time period that we were pushing videos out like this on this type of topics. So, and then also if you have any other topics similar to this that you would like us to do a video on, don't hesitate to comment that below as well. But in the meantime, give this video a thumbs up if you've made it this far, and if you haven't already, even though Josh told you to, maybe you just need a little bit more time to, you know, sit through things. Honey, you got that quality today, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, and you might as well hit the subscribe button too if you are new to the quality crew, because we are constantly bringing y'all quality content. And hit that bell button too. Oh, okay.
Look at that. You see that?
We see it.
You see it?
There we go.
That's that quality right there.
Okay, then hit that bell button. Hit that bell button as well so you're notified each time we post a new quality video.
If you don't already know, I'm Hydrated Hero. She's African Beauty. Together we're Josh and Isi. Now you can follow one of us. You can follow two of us. You can follow all three of us. You might as well follow all three of us because we are happy, healthy, and hydrated on all three. But other than that, y'all, until next time, peace, love, hair grease, and we're out.
Right there.
Right there. I'm looking at it. Subscribe. You want to click that button.
You know you
click it.
Also, check this video out right here. You might as well.
That's quality.
Quality.
Right
quality
there.
content.
It's quality.
And
of course,
you might as well be right here.
You might as well
be right there.
Because this one's quality too. All this
quality.
You could get anything you want.
Quality.